Man who said aliens made him drop his daughter from bridge has been jailed. A drugged-up dad who dropped his 3-year-old daughter from a 40-feet bridge and blamed aliens for his behavior has been jailed. Damien Smith, who was suffering a self-induced psychotic episode, was sentenced after being found guilty of intentionally causing the girl grievous bodily harm. The 40-year-old was sentenced to 14 years for dropping or throwing his daughter, who was saved by police, from a bridge on Crompton Way in Bolton. Manchester Crown Court heard how Smith, 40, had been taking amphetamine in the weeks before the incident. Mr. Justice William Davis told Smith, "You subjected a 3-year-old child, your own daughter, to a terrifying ordeal. You did it because you had taken amphetamine to excess over a period of weeks. As a result you were in a psychotic state. That was observed by those who saw you." The judge said Smith had left his daughter in fear for her life. He added, "This was clearly a vulnerable victim. It was a sustained attack on her. Because you did this over the period of time that you did, it cannot be said that this was done on the spur of the moment. You had every chance to think again." During the trial, the court heard there had been a change in Smith's behavior prior to the incident on 29 September last year. His partner, Janet Andrew, said that Smith had been watching videos about an end-of-the-world prophecy. Ms. Andrew said that Smith accused her of being a witch, and said she was casting spells. She vowed to get help for Smith, but when she attended his home on the night of the incident, he wasn't there. Onlookers saw Smith with a pram near the bridge at about 8:20 p.m. He began making threats to members of the public, and told one man to go or he would throw the pram over the bridge. Police negotiators spent an hour and a half talking to Smith. During the standoff, Smith told officers, "You need armed response. And what are you going to do, shoot me? Either way I am going over and taking her with me." He eventually dropped the child, who was saved by police officers, having suffered a broken arm and a back injury. Smith then followed and jumped himself. Later Smith, of Ginger Street, Bolton said, "Would you believe aliens drove me to attempted murder?" He also said, "Can you imagine how much gumption in my head that took? To do what I did twice." Smith was found guilty of causing grievous bodily harm with intent after a trial. If you have a story for our news team, email us at webnews@metro.co.uk. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.